evening. Sorry it's a late one. Stayed over at Casey's, my son's. Went to see my granddaughters and my daughter and mum. So it's been a busy day and a bit. So I got back late. Unfortunately, today's card is the devil, but we're hoping it's going to be upside down. And the song is Shotgun. We've got Saturn, we've got third house Mercury, we've got Leo. I'm sorry, Elaine, I haven't been able to look at the comments whatsoever, but I'm hoping you're still doing your thing. I'm missing you all madly, but time is just not on my side at the minute. So I'm hoping you've all forgiven me for being so basic with just the dailies, because I was hoping that I'd get more time. I don't know when I will, but to do what I want to do. You just have to put up with what you get for now. I'll write the songs up maybe tonight or in the morning, but I will get them wrote up because we've got one missing, haven't we, on them today's. I haven't even had out to eat yet, so... and I'm going to do you a little read after this special one because I've got a surprise reveal. They've been talking about it in the cards, so I'll tell you all about it in the next one in a minute. So let's do the daily, get it out of the way. Do you know when you feel that hungry that you feel a bit squiffy? Anyway, we got all we needed to do done, so that's good. Mum's hanging in there, so that's good. The twins are putting on weight, so that's good. Casey's doing well, so that's good. So we count our blessings, don't we? Where are we? Let's see. The devil then. What's he going to do? We don't want his toxicity, we want a nice side of him. Because the devil was a fallen angel, he's not all bad. Nobody's all bad. According to spirit, anyway. It's just when you let the bad win that it becomes a problem. So, let's see. It is Capricorn energy. It is those born or living at number 15, or wherever you see that number. Today's date, 15. He don't want to come out, does he? There he is. Well done. So he's with a 14, which, as you will see with the little read I'm going to do after this, is very important. So, here we go. Oh no, he's not in the reverse, I thought he was. So this is being shackled, hand and feet, selling your soul to the devil, being very materialistic, keeping up with the Joneses. It's a toxic situation, but it's a hard lesson to learn. It's one that we have to learn whether we want to or not. It is geriatric issues. It's teeth, knees, bones, hips, thighs, weight gain, weight loss. It's having that balance in your life. Sagittarius twice there and in the minor arcana as well. If you act in haste, you will repent at leisure. The 14 is Tony and Philip for me, but for you it could be someone else. And it's feeling like a failure. It's unfinished business. It's being blocked, unable to communicate. The postman hasn't arrived. Finances are lacking. We're all going through that at the minute, and we're feeling shut off. We're not open to anything because we've been so disappointed, it seems, by this. 7 years perhaps, but Spirit's saying don't give up because you're more than halfway there. This is the apple tree. We don't chop that apple tree down because it didn't give a very good crop this year. We prune the branches, we feed the roots. Whatever situation we're in now, it intentionally or unintentionally is due to our own decisions. So we're reaping what we sowed. So we have to sow now something that we can reap later that is better. So that we can release that heavy burden. We're on the home stretch. We're almost there. 10 days. So we've got third house in the dice, which is communication, and there is none. There's a lack of it. We've got Leo, which is things that go on in the dark. It's strength, it's courage. And we've got Saturn, which is truth. We need to speak our truth and shame the devil. So, living in the truth, in integrity. Let's see. 2 minutes, all right. Too many again. Blimey, O'Reilly. Yes, we'll have that one, thank you. Yeah, this is codependency. Being somewhere or in a situation because you have to be, not because you want to be. Which is a shame. And banging your head against a brick wall. You need to stand up for yourself. 5 days. Enemies will be overcome. There will be swift words, communications or thoughts that will release you from this enemy. Number 10, change we're not going to like because of it. And number 9, so grandparents, working overtime, making ourselves ill by continuing on the wrong path. Spirit can't help you with this until you decide they're going to let you hit rock bottom, I'm afraid, until you realise that this can't go on. Then there'll be success. Success will come when you realise there's no point in carrying this on. There is, like with the apple tree, like we said, we don't give up though. We persevere because we've got good friends and generous ones. Possibly a dark complexioned woman in uniform, so a nurse, a police officer, somebody in the military, or a Taurus. Any or all of those, the neck and the throat. But above all, it's a good and reliable friend. There's 2 women now here. One is fair, one will be dark. The Scorpio energy, about reproductive organs and shared resources. It's about sharing, loving yourself and others unconditionally, and putting your boundaries in place, learning to say no, putting yourself on a priority list, healing the feet and toes, escaping, prisoners being released, coming home. This is Houdini. This is Odin, Wednesday. This is Prometheus that sacrificed himself so that he could help the rest of humanity. But above all, this is putting your boundaries in place, no longer being a doormat, no longer being a victim, no longer playing the martyr. The martyr being doing things to keep the peace rather than because you want to do them. And that's not good. You're just as important as anyone else. So, 12. Paul. The name Paul could be important. The name Walter. The name Millie. The name Oscar. Yeah, someone has been holding on to something well past its sell-by date till the fingertips bleed. It's greed. It's control. It's stubbornness. Alice. What you resist persists. So the more energy you put into something that you know you don't want to be in, the worse it's going to get. And there could be a violent man here. So now we have Libra energy. We have Taurus and Scorpio, the minor arcana, Sagittarius and Gemini. In the major arcana, we've got Virgo. But in the minor, we've got the Libra. Doctors, priests, or lawyers, so priests can be anybody spiritual, give bad advice. A dark man, an older man that is sharp-tongued and violent. He is maybe divorced or widowed. He is not a nice man. The name Michael. Bad advice from professionals. Don't take it. And there we have the 10 again. So they've given us everything we need. There are changes we're not going to like. Fate is taking a hand because we aren't doing it. Scorpio again. So we're repeating now. They're repeating so that you get the message. We need to share. We need to share our love. We need to share our energy, but positively. If somebody isn't sharing positively, they are not your tribe. So shared resources, reproductive organs. Children are negative. Childhood trauma. Child abuse even. Bad memories of the past or someone from the past that's bad news. Running out of options, narrowing down your options. 6 to 7 months. Yeah. Judgment Day has not arrived yet, or we've missed it. The judgment is not in our favour, or we're being too judgmental. Joshua, the walls of Jericho come tumbling down. The phoenix cannot rise until we destroy what is. And it's going to cost us, and that's probably why we're not doing it. There will be no new beginnings, no births, nothing. We are not conceiving what needs to be conceived. The change has to take place. So, number 20 is negative. Those born in the year of the rooster. Wrong book. So, third house we know is Gemini. It is masculine energy. Doesn't mean it's a man. It's the hands, arms, shoulders. It's school days. There's the children, siblings, children, school days. It's yellow. We've got a lot of yellow there. It's a lack of communication. Short journeys, learning, immediate environment, your neighbours and the way you speak to people or how they speak to you. And it could be negative. This is about your self-expression. It's about a restricted flow. So not being yourself. Possibly because of illness, because we've got the hospital doors, a nursing profession there, 9 and 27 in the negative. And possibly someone that suffered a stroke, grandparents especially. It's a person who has learning difficulties or communications that are difficult, particularly in early years. Someone may be deeply wounded by what you say or you by their. Or you may be prevented from speaking your unique personal truth. Saturn in Leo. This placement may limit or delay your creative expressions. Limiting and delaying. Or channel it into a rigid outlet. Stubbornness. Life may be difficult because the pleasure principle is effectively blocked. Somebody doesn't want you to be happy. Saula, the sun is dimmed, blocked, whatever. Number 19 in the tarot, the sun. Saula in the runes is 16. So 16 and 19 In the reverse, negative energy. There it is. So it is the letter S. Sol is the shield of the sky and the shining rays and destroyer of ice. So a Thor. Solar is the rune of the sun, expressing brightness and fertility, but in the brightness has been dimmed and there's infertility because the sun is reversed. It speaks of life force. Something cannot grow. The bay tree, the mistletoe. A flash of lightning descending to earth, which would be the 16, and the tower is the tower. And Thor Thursday. The sun is considered to be female, personified by the giantess named Sol or Suna. Two of the Asgardian deities are also associated with this rune. The first is Baldur the Beautiful and the beloved and yet tragic god who was slain by the mistletoe dart thrown by his blind brother. So brothers and sisters who do not see things as you do. The myth expresses the cycle of the year and the duality of light and dark. It looks so much like a lightning flash that Thor cannot be ignored, the guardian of justice, and in this case, an injustice is taking place. Swift retribution. This retribution is not coming because the judgment of Solomon is being withheld. So wrongdoers are getting away with things they shouldn't be getting away with. It doesn't have a reverse meaning. It is about love. And it tries to cast a warm glow over this situation. It tries to undo the harm that's being done, even in your darkest night. It is particularly good to draw if you're in trouble because it will ensure that you do eventually get your happy outcome. We may also say that Saola expresses the idea of poetic justice, so wrongdoers will face poetic justice in the end. They will gain nothing but an apt punishment for what they've been doing. If you ever made a decision to make, Saola will reveal the truth of the situation, Saturn, making your choice easier. There is a spiritual dimension to this rune, and when it is drawn, contact with your inner self will guide you, so go within. In affairs of the heart, the rune is a good omen. Thor, one of patron saint deities of Saola, was invoked at weddings in Viking times when brides wore red. So a bride or a groom may face conflict. The hammer. A time when happiness and harmony and justice will prevail. It's associated and hints at holidays. Also a good sign for victory in athletics or sports. So let's see. Oh dear, number 12 again, but it is reversed. We've got the snake of this year, so transformation, but it's being blocked. So the number 12. So henbane, Hyoscyamus niger, Saturn, which we've got in the dice, and Jupiter, the truth and abundance, but it's in reverse. So henbane is a mystical herb with multiple associations, most often about darkness and death, considered both an oracular herb and a funerary herb in the Greek mysteries. Henbane dealt with both the realm of the dead and the realm of spirit. Its smoke used to enter trances and see beyond the veil. It is sacred to Hecate, so we are at a crossroads again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Hecate needs feeding. When you enter her realm, you have to leave an offering of food at the crossroads, and would be used in witches' flying ointments, which can be used in magic to both summon and quell the storms. So a storm is coming. In Germanic tradition, it is associated with divine inspiration or divine madness, so someone could be mentally ill, and was used to flavour beers, or may react badly when they're drunk. Related to species that are used as beer flavourings in Nepal and sacred to Shiva. In healing work, the spirit of henbane can help reconnect with your ancestral magic, particularly if you've shut it down or sealed it away due to fear, trauma or abuse. There's the fear, trauma and abuse. Henbane helps heal ancestral lands where magic was prevalent and then lost due to disbelief, religious indoctrination or simply fear of the unknown. Henbane helps you regain your magical power and your psychic senses. So it is reversed. Henbane indicates a block to your ancestral inheritance and inspiration. You are missing a part of the picture and need a fuller scope to proceed clearly. Work with your spirits to uncover the truth and ask questions of your family. Research your lineage. You must honour your ancestors. Welcome and accept your ancestral inheritance, because somebody here is blocking it. And that could be financial inheritance as well, because the vultures are circling. Vultures and asphodel. There is an upheaval coming, a change we will not like. The vultures. So it is the number, oh there it is, 14. And what did I say? This will become very important, and it's positive, learning some hard lessons in the next read, which I'm going to do shortly after this. So 14. The vulture and asphodel indicate an unforeseen upheaval which will lead to grief, to mourning or regret. The vulture is often associated with death, but it plays an important role in ecosystem. Its consumption of carrion, the decaying flesh of animals, prevents the spread of disease. Related in Greek myth, asphodel was said to grow in the underworld with our friend, not so much, the devil. And the Victorians, it sent a tragic message. My regrets follow you to the grave. So somebody will regret not doing something if they don't take steps now. Often what follows upheaval looks like ruin. It's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. The vulture and asphodel remind us that there is value is what's been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, lest you harbour regret. So, a trauma has occurred or will occur, and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before you attempt to move on. How is it that you experience grief? Please don't hide it in a bottle. How do I redefine myself after this upheaval? Absolutely stunning read, not necessarily a good message, but it's important for someone. So remember, shotgun. Somebody may have used a shotgun, I'm afraid, in passing, but it's usually the kids arguing over who's going to ride shotgun up front. I know we did when we was kids. So it may be something as simple as that, or your passenger in a car. So thanks for listening. Speak soon.